It's been a month since I did my whole house declutter. Here's how things are going, what I regret decluttering, and answering the really important question, have I hung the hammock up in the sunroom yet? Hi, welcome back to my channel. If we haven't met yet, my name is Shauna, and I love sharing tips and tricks to help you get your clutter under control and organize your home. Back in October, I ran a 25-day Declutter Your Whole Home for the Holidays challenge, and while it was a massive undertaking, I'm really glad that I pushed through and got it done. In this video, I'll be revisiting some of the areas that I decluttered during this challenge, including like the ones that made the biggest impact or maybe ones I was most nervous about.
Let's start off with the bane of my existence, the cord drawer. This was filled to the brim with cords and chargers and who knows what else. I enlisted my husband's help to go through it and we got rid of so much. I reorganized it and hoped it would be easier to put items away so we could find them easier. To be honest, we haven't really needed the cord drawer yet, so I don't know if the organization is working or not. While we're in our nook area, let's talk about the board game cupboards. I decluttered a lot of games and puzzles and then rearranged them in hopes that we would actually play them more often. We've only played a couple of games so far since the challenge, and that's mostly because it was crunch time for the musical. Sure, now that the musical is over, my son and I will be playing more, and while my older kids are home from college, they'll be used more frequently as well. To finish this area, I need to quickly touch on the Dungeons and Dragons cupboard. This has been one of our favorite things I did during the entire challenge. The nook space feels so much cleaner without items on top of the cupboards, and getting items in and out of the new cupboard space is so easy. We got a couple of new books that we've been pulling out often, and it's been a really easy process even with a dice tray in front of them. Garage update. This was by far the biggest and most challenging project from the entire challenge, and it's staying clean. We've used some tools and things in here a couple times, especially for working on the sets for the musical, and it's been as easy to grab things as it has been to put them away, which was my main goal for this room. I've been very mindful about what does go into that space. I had originally thought about putting the desk from the sunroom into here until it sold so we could put up the hammock, but I didn't want to clutter the space. I did put the buffet from the sunroom into the garage, but I only did it because I knew it would sell so much faster than the desk would. Also, my father-in-law was working on a project, and my husband mentioned a tool we had that might help him out. It was so easy to find it, and then my father-in-law also found another tool for another project that he ended up borrowing. It was just a great feeling to know that we were able to help and find tools immediately. How is my new potato storage working? This might have been the most random organizing change that I did, and it has been so easy to see what we have, so we're actually wasting less and only buying what we need. And the one potato that started going bad was so easy to find and clean up afterwards. I only wish I had thought of doing it sooner. Moving on to the living room. Not much was really done in this space. My desk. I didn't do much decluttering here, but it was more of an I need to be better about keeping the space clear and organized mission than anything else. So anytime a paper we have to take care of or we don't know what to do with something, it goes onto the desk. The desk is definitely a clutter magnet. And while I have let it slip due to busyness and have let it get out of hand again, it has been better because I have been making it a priority to keep it clean. Also, I am so glad that I went through and I did the bay window because putting our Christmas tree up was so much easier because I didn't have to do this process. And the last space I'm updating on, the sunroom. Have we finally hung up the hammock? That was the goal for this entire project. Decluttering the sunroom took place over a few days, both on and off camera. We sold the table that had been out here, and then I decluttered and tried to make a more peaceful space for us to relax and feel like we could get away from the daily grind. I couldn't finish the project until the secretary desk sold, but if you saw on a later video I did, you already know I ended up keeping the desk and I turned it into a potting bench. I ended up decluttering the room even more when I turned it into the bench, including getting rid of an empty piece of furniture, and because the desk was moved, we were finally able to hang up our hammock. This has been the favorite spot for both myself and my youngest. We've spent many an hour in here resting and relaxing lately, and we've probably used the hammock more in the past couple of weeks than we have in the 7 years we've had it previously.
Overall, I haven't really noticed anything that isn't working yet. Granted, it's only been a month, so I haven't used everything yet, but so far, so good. I always get after I do a big declutter, is there anything that I've regretted decluttering? And in the 10 or so years that I've been doing this, there have only been 2 items that I kind of regret decluttering, but I understand why I got rid of them in the moment. One was a painting that I did in art school back in college, and I was really proud of this painting, but I knew that I would never hang it up, so it would just sit in storage, so I let it go. And the other was a black dress. I loved this dress and I felt beautiful in it every time I wore it. However, it had like that built-in like shapewear and it always rolled up no matter what I did. So it was always really uncomfortable while I wore it. So I know why I got rid of it. I'm still sad that it's gone. Those are really the only two things that I've ever kind of really missed after decluttering. And since I got rid of them like years ago, like before I even moved into this house, there's really nothing from this challenge that I miss. And honestly, as I was thinking about this question, I don't remember most of the things that I parted with, which kind of is a freeing feeling, but at the same time, it's just kind of sad. Like, what else is in my home that I don't even know that I have or pay attention to? This is just another reason why we declutter often. Altogether, this whole project made a really big impact on our home. We're able to use our spaces more efficiently. Cleaning time has been drastically cut again, which has been wonderful because we've been so busy with the musical, and now my husband coaches a winter sport. He's not home as often, so less cleaning time is a huge win. And then finding what I needed as soon as I needed it has been a wonderful thing as well. Was this challenge tiring in the moment? Absolutely yes. Did I necessarily have the time to do it when I did it? Kind of. Am I glad that I did it? 1,000% yes. I've saved so much time this past month that it really makes it all worth it. If you've been hesitant about decluttering because maybe you saw the big challenge and you just don't have the time or the patience or the energy to do that, that's okay. Just tackle something small like a drawer or a small closet. Even 5 minutes or even just one item a day or a week can make a really big impact overall in your home. By doing these baby steps over and over again, it will make a big impact on your home that you'll be so grateful you did it and maybe even wonder why you didn't do it sooner. Let me know in the comments if you like update videos like this or if you'd rather just have like the tips or tricks or working through a decluttering project video better. Thanks so much for watching. I'll talk to you later. Bye.